Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. And I talked with one of the best golfers of all time. He told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
On second down, here's Allen. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This a 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now Bolt up.
Down the numbers. There he goes. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Mims in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Bills 3.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills. Now 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, some strong running. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
56, 56. What's that?
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They give it to Williams, running right. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And almost
Close, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They run. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back. I've got this call.
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Screen play set up for Williams.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll give the Broncos a first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Wilson on 2nd down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Up the middle, it's Cook.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. With his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 13 overall. And the Bills have broken the tie.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something that was built on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Able to slither by and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
25.
There's Wilson to throw. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Hines now on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd down, Williams. Unable to... Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it through...
Stephon Diggs.
Now inside the 25.
Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 27. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here's Cook again.
And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Now Wilson. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now.
The busy night continues for Williams. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And they're going to try to screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
What an atmosphere this was in the home team.